This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2019 Volante travel trailer. The model number is 33DB. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work, okay? So here we are at the door side, rear of the trailer, and you see you have regular crank down stabilizers. And let's see what else we have here. We have a outside kitchen with refrigerator, running water, and of course a cooktop that pulls out. Okay, and you have a TV hookup here also, and some lights. You have two power awnings with LED strips. Outside speakers. There is your crank, 3/4 inch crank. Actually, there's two of them in there, so you can crank your stabilizers with that. Also, this power tongue jack has a safety feature, or an override feature, I guess you'd call it. If for any reason it stops working, you can pull this rubber plug out of the top here, and you can use that 3/4 inch crank to crank this manually also. So you just put the crank right on there, and you can crank and get yourself out of trouble. Okay? It's a deep cycle marine battery. You got LP tanks full with the automatic changeover regulator. This is just a hookup for if you wanted to purchase a Furrion solar panel kit, which is basically a battery charger. It would plug into here. It's just a pre-wire. If you wanted to purchase one, you'd go to some place that sells Furrion solar kits and purchase it there. So, okay. See what else we have. Okay, some more storage. This is a outside sprayer. You have your dump valves here, black and gray. Okay. You have your city water hook up here. This is the most common way to get water to the trailer. You just hook your hose on here, turn on the city water, and you're all set. If you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here, and you can use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you where the switch for that is inside. But there's two ways to get water. Obviously, if you have city water, you don't have to worry about the tank and the pump, but it just gives you another option. Now this is your black tank flush here, so after you dump your black tank, like it says on the sticker, leave the valve open. Then you can hook the hose at the dump station right on there, turn it on. It'll spray out the inside of your black tank, clean off the sensor so you get a good reading, that sort of thing. Just make sure you leave the valve open before you turn on the water, okay? This is your water heater here. The switches are inside. It's pretty self-explanatory. Right now it's empty because this is winterized, so the drain plug is out right now. There's your drain plug there. So it's winterized right now, and so this trailer has antifreeze in the system, and the water heater is bypassed right now. Okay, that's just a service panel for the refrigerator. That's a vent for your range hood. There's obviously over the range there's a hood with a fan in it. Well, that's where it vents outside to right there. You have a 50 amp system here, so you have a 50 amp short cord with a reducer to reduce it down to a 20 if you need to. Okay, you have two toilets in here, one in the front, one in the back. So this is your second black tank flush. So this one's for the toilet in the back, and then we have more valves for the back bathroom also. Okay. Okay, so this is just cable and satellite through. There's a housing for a backup camera there if you ever want to add one. That's a housing for a Furion backup camera. And while we're looking up, the manufacturer says you should inspect the roof, you know, every 90 days or so. Just make sure everything's in good shape up there. Okay, so let's go inside and see what we have. Okay, so this is your thermostat here. It's self-explanatory. You just hit the mode button, and so on and so forth. You can choose the mode you want: heating, cooling, whatever. Your slide rooms here, awnings here. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll the awning in. Okay, your water pump is here. We talked about that. That's to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. It's also used to winterize the trailer. To turn your water heater on gas is right here. That's lighting the gas burner. And to turn on the electric heating element, which is how most people leave it running, is just like that. Remember, right now the water heater is empty. There's no water in it. Never run the water heater on gas or electric without water in it. So before you fire it up in the springtime, make sure you fill the water heater tank back up with water, or else you'll damage it. Okay. The lights. Then you have your battery and your tanks, and they all graduate up in 1/3 increments as you go. Okay. The keys are right here. I don't know if he has the gas turned on, but we'll see. If not, I'll just talk through it. Yeah. I don't know if he has it on or off, but anyway, this is your sparker here. You turn it clockwise to spark. These are your 3 burners, or 3 knobs for the 3 burners. This one's for your oven here. Okay. This is the range hood we talked about. Vents to the outside. Has a light also. Microwave works like any other microwave. Your refrigerator is a gas absorption Dometic refrigerator. So this runs on 110 AC or LP gas. Okay. Thing to remember is this has to go, let's see here. You want this basically to go up as high as you can get it to go. This is called a thermistor. So the higher this goes, you can see that sticker there, the cooler the refrigerator is. So that's about right there. So keep that in mind. This, like I said, this runs on regular AC power. Right now that says auto. That's where you're going to run it almost always. The reason you do that, because if you lose power or can't find power, it'll automatically switch over and light on gas for you, right? So auto's the way you run it. You can run it dedicated to gas. Just push that button and you can pull it down the road on gas, but generally you're just going to have it on auto electric like that. Okay. All right, little pantry, fireplace. There we go. The fireplace is, it's a good space heater, so it'll take the chill out of this room. You have your sound here, AM, FM radio. You have a USB drive. It has Bluetooth, so you can stream from wirelessly from your phone to your tablet. It has 2 speaker zones. One is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. So you have all that. This is where your TV hookup is. Okay. Bunks, of course. Self-explanatory. The back bathroom. So self-explanatory. With the toilets in here, like any travel trailer, the toilets sit right over a black tank, right? So what you have to do is when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, right? Then you're going to come in here and you're going to drop a dose of chemical right in the bowl. Then you'll step on the pedal and hold it down long enough to put at least a gallon of water into the tank below along with the chemical. Then you're ready to use it. You can use more than a gallon of water, just don't use less. And if you don't do that, it'll get clogged up, it'll smell terrible, it'll just be a mess. So you always want your dose of chemical and at least a gallon of water in there. Okay? Alrighty. Bathroom. Shower works like any other shower. Sink works like any other sink. And last but not least, we have, let me get some light here. We have your front bedroom. You have storage underneath the bed. You have an emergency escape window here, as you can see. You got TV hookups up here if you want to hang a TV, and storage. Okay. Okay, so I think that covers it. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember what I said. You can inspect the roof every 90 days to stay ahead of any potential problems. And right now this is winterized, so the water's been purged from the system, replaced with antifreeze, and your water heater is bypassed and empty right now. So you're all set for the winter, okay? Thank you very much.